Yo, what up? It's Armin
Free
here
for
today
all.
with another video on Miami. This map
Green
is a little
light,
bit
green
weird
light.
because it's really not a traditional like 3-lane map in any way, shape, or form. But the funny thing is like the way it's shaped, it's kind of like a weird L shape, so you can kind of make it into a 3-lane map if you really know your way around. And I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning of the game, I freaking hated this map. I just didn't know how to maneuver it, but now thankfully, with the way I've learned to play the game, it's actually a lot better. So, with that said, I say let's just hop right into it. So, like I said, we typically focus on TDM on this match because spawns are super predictable in other game types. So, you typically spawn here, you take out your pistol because you run faster. Remember, you always run faster with your pistol out. You take your pistol out and you just run mid street like a crazy person until you get to this door. Now, when you get to this door, you want to take out your weapon of choice. In this game, like I said, I more gravitate towards assault rifles because I feel like they just cover lines of sights better. But anyway, you want to take out your assault rifle and you want to slide this and just go into a chow. Because trust me on this, there's going to be somebody that's going to come from that direction every time. Like almost like 90% of the time, there's going to be somebody that's going to just run around this corner like a headless chicken. So just gun them, obviously. The only thing that you need to keep in mind is that you don't want to just come all the way out here. The reason is because, as we know, everybody and their mom camps up there, and everybody and their mom camps down here. So you just want to avoid those areas, and it just gives you, like they have a direct line of sight on you. And on top of that, some people just run street over here, and they just like come all the way here. So if they come right behind this little wood barrel table thing that's flipped, I guess, I don't even know what this is, but anyway, they have like a direct line of sight on you. So what you want to do is to hold this angle in a way that you're covered from that direction and use this piano to kind of to your advantage to just like either crouch shoot or effectively just covering a little a part of your body. So once that's done, then you want to be immediately concerned with this side of the map. But a better way to chow is to just like give this a quick peek, because if these people from this direction are pushing you, they have to challenge you in this area. So it's a way better way to challenge them like this than it is to just like come around this way, because again, you have no cover, and on top of that, you're just exposed. Your entire body's just mid-map, sitting here chilling, waiting to be shot, which we don't want to do. So spawns on this map are so sticky. It's actually super difficult to flip them, which is a good thing if you know where people are going to spawn. So if they're still spawning back there, once you kind of like clear this area and this area, you want to run upstairs. One thing that I'm going to say though, while you're doing this, you want to make sure that you kind of quickly give this a peek too, because a lot of people off the rip, they spawn all the way back there, and instead of like coming towards this direction that I just showed you, they're going to run this way, and they're going to come around all the way flank around this area. Either they chill down there waiting for people to push them from that direction, or most of the time they actually come top bar like this. So you want to make sure that you have the awareness. Once you kind of clear this area, chances are somebody's always going to be here, and in the gameplays that I'm uploading, you'll definitely see what I mean by that. So anyway, once you come down here and kind of like give this a quick peek, all you have to be concerned with at that point is just people that are going to be spawning all the way at the back of the map. So all you have to do really is to just like chill here and just kind of shoot them as they're coming around. A lot of people go there, which is harder to kill them, obviously, understandably so, because they have a little bit of a cover to work with. But you know, the one thing that's actually worked well for me is to not camp up here like everybody else does, because you know, we know all the people that just came that just chill down here waiting for people to run mid street and like, you know, waiting for people to go behind that head glitch. It's too slow. I don't want you guys to play like that. So what you want to do instead is to actually like ledge slide off of that and kind of like come up here, because I know this is like crazy to come up on top of this bus. I'm not saying chill here all map. You got to make sure that there's nobody coming from that direction. But look at this. Once you hop up here, you see where they spawn all the way back there, and on top of that, you can see them push from this direction. And if you want to chow people like this, I mean, obviously you can kind of like use this as a cover. You can use this car as kind of a cover, but they still have a height advantage. And remember, when somebody has height advantage on you, they're always in a better position to win a gunfight against you. So you're essentially just eliminating that by hopping on top of this bus. But like I said, the only caveat to that is that you have to make sure that nobody's coming from that direction all the way there, because you're kind of screwed. You're just on top of the bus and you're just waiting to be shot, right? So anyway, that's that side of the map really. And I'm not gonna go into too much detail on like, coming up here, because we all know the typical camping spots. People just chill back here. I've seen some weirdos that just like chill back there and back there, waiting for everybody to just walk by and just kill them. I don't know what the hell's wrong with those people, but hey, you paid $80 to play that game. You play it however you want to play it. I'm not here to judge. I'm just telling you the way I play and the things that have worked for me. I mean, I'm judging you a little bit, but hey, that's besides the point, right? We're not going to go into that. I don't want to get sued. Anyway, so now let's go through what happens if you spawn on the other side. And unbelievably so, it's actually as symmetrical as you think it is. Like I said, the map shape here is kind of like a weird... like a Tetris L shape, if that makes sense. I don't know what to call it. But you typically spawn here, and again, same thing. You take out your pistol because you run faster. You want to beat the people to the same spot. You take out your assault rifle or your SMG, and you just do the same thing. You just want to use this piano to your cover, and this is actually a little bit better because now, if you hold this, the people that are coming from mid-street have to push you, and on top of that, if people are coming from that direction, now once you kind of like clear this area, you can kind of use this to your advantage to kind of like just be concerned with top area. You can not even just bother with this entire street area and the people that chill up there because you're not really too concerned with them right now. So you want to just come top bar after you clear this area is to just make sure nobody's pushing you from this direction, and then afterwards, instead of doing the spawn trapping thing that I just showed you guys on the other side of the map, now what we're concerned with are people that are spawning behind this tall eyesore of a building. So you just want to kind of hop up here, which I know sounds crazy because you're kind of in the middle of the map, like I said, but it is quite advantageous because now they're going to be spawning all the way back there, and the people that are going to camp up there, they're just going to stay there all game, so you don't even have to worry about it. It's perfect. They just sit there waiting for somebody to push them, which is exactly what we want. So here you have this pretty nasty head glitch that you can use to your advantage. They barely see the top of your head too, like if you actually back up properly. If you want to chow people from that direction and this direction, so you can kind of like gun them from that area when they're pushing you. And then guess what? You don't have to go all the way around and use these stairs to camp to deal with the campers that are going to sit up there. You can just hop up on this, and that's it. And you can just look at this. Bam. They're dead. They're dead. They don't stand a chance. They do not stand a chance because we hit our shots. And on top, oh, speaking of which, I have to make a video on how to improve your aim and everything, which I think you guys are going to appreciate quite a bit because it's not going to be the typical clickbaity garbage that you see on YouTube, like how to make your aim, God aim, blah blah blah. Now this is an actual drill that at the beginning of every game I typically do for like the first week or so to just get my shot really straight. I've actually been reported for aimbotting before, which I don't obviously, because I'm not a piece of shit human being. But anyway, like I said, actually, you know what? No, let's talk about this. People that cheat and aimbot honestly are a piece of shit human beings. I don't give a crap about like political correctness or anything like that. That's if you cheat in a video game, you're a garbage human being. Honestly, just what's the point of not being able to hit your anyway, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, keep an eye out for that series. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna make you guys shoot better. It's gonna make your life a lot easier because now you can actually use your magazines more effectively. And on top of that, I'm gonna go through the settings and everything that I have as far as what kind of aim settings I use and everything, like dynamic or standard, and my sensitivity, which is personal preference. But like I said, we'll get to those kind of details later. And that's it. Honestly, like I said, this map could have been a lot smaller in my opinion, and it would have played so perfectly. The one thing that I am going to say is for SMG players, this works really well too. You see, like, the reason why they have all these different spots in the, like, mid-map, the cover spots that I have, this will it works well with assault rifles as well. But the whole point of this is that you can maneuver. The only problem is that there's so many lines of sights, which, when you watch my videos, I'm always mid-map here. So once I clear those areas and kind of these areas that I showed you, I always just live mid-map and I let them push me. One thing that you got to be aware of is, people that are going to be flanking you, because there's 1,000 different flank routes on this map. So just keep an eye out for that. And also make sure that you're using every cover to your advantage. Like if you want to challenge people up on that, they always expect somebody to be here. They always expect somebody to be behind that. So instead of like challenging them like this, either crouch, challenge them, or just come up here and back out. And then you can see the top of their heads. So you don't have to really like worry about it too much. And like this is actually pretty good too. The other spot that I'm going to show you, this is a typical camp spot, by the way, just keep an eye out for that. If you want to challenge people that are sitting there, you can just hop on this little truck thing, and there, bam. You have a line of sight on those guys, line of sight on these guys. The only thing that you don't have a line of sight on are people that are going to be hopping up there. But honestly, this is pretty good. Like once you, if you kind of like maneuver your way around and kind of clear those areas, you can essentially just challenge them like this. Because they do have a height advantage, but if you hit your shots because you're landing all headshots, they don't stand a chance. So, like I said, if you can play mid-map, it just takes practice. So, at the beginning, if you're trying to get good at Miami, it's always a better idea to stick to the areas that I showed you. But once you get good at it and once you can predict people a little bit better, pay attention to the videos that I'm uploading because, like I said, I'm always mid-map using all these covers. And like I said, because I expect people to be in certain spots, I can just anticipate where they're going to push from, so I can stay mid-map. So if you work your way up to kind of like that level of map awareness, feel free to do whatever you want. This is more for people that are trying to get better at the map at the beginning. So that's about it, really. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I hope this video was helpful. As always, drop a like on the video, subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and at the end of the day, we're here to make you guys better. And that's it. I hope you have a fantastic night, and peace out.